from the inside. Denmark, Switzerland, Poland, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, and on the outside, Greece. Well, it's a good start by Malouth, though. He's already up on the Greek on the outside to him. Also running well at the moment, Belgium as well. It's a good handover to Marcell Jacobs. Now Jacobs starting to pull away at this stage. He's really motoring Jacobs. Jacobs hands over to Lorenzo Pata. Pata's got the short leg around the bend, but it's Italy all the way at the moment. The Netherlands looking good in second place. And it's a clean changeover. Philip Tortu has got 3 or 4 meters ahead of the Netherlands. The Netherlands at the moment winning the battle for silver, but gold, an uproar goes to Italy as they take yet another gold medal. Felipe Tortu, just as he did at the Olympics 3 years ago, absolutely secure with the baton on his hand, and he's a sub-10 man over 100 meters, a wonderful result. And the Italian president, Mr. Mattarella, and the Italian Athletic Federation president, Stefano May, are on their feet.
Oh yeah, it was incredible. The second gold medal in this championship after 2 years, really difficult for me. So in front of my crowd, win 2 gold medals is incredible, but win this medal with this guy is really nice because we are like a family. We arrive at the stadium and we enter in the track. For win, we win, so we are really happy about that.
So it's Mondo Duplantis coming back in at 5.82. Comfortably over 5.65. And as comfortably over 5.82. Just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Well, this is Esma Sansa, the Turkish record holder. You've seen Mondo Duplantis clear. Everybody else failed their first time at 5.82, but now Sasma goes clear. Well, this is Emmanuel Corrales, his first attempt at what would be a Greek national record of 5.87. Jumped 5.86 last year, 5.85 indoors to get that World Indoors bronze medal, and he's over. A really superb effort. At 5.82, he looked technically excellent going over that previous height, and he's nailed 5.87. Delight in the Greeks contingent over there on the far side of the stadium. So now it is Duplantis, 5.97. He's so quick in, so gymnastic. What an easy jump.
It's deja vu, Phil. It's Groundhog Day. Mondo has the gold and the stadium to himself.
He's unbeaten this year. He's got the gold medal. Mondo Duplantis, first attempt at 6.10. Oh, it's looking good. He's over. Oh, what a magnificent vault. It was perfection from start to finish. And his flawless record in this competition continues.
Oh, somebody get the gold crown, get his bank details. Oh, my days. Poetry in motion.
Yeah, I mean, I felt really good. Of course, the main goal was to go in there and win, take home my 3rd gold here at the European Champs. Yeah, I mean, honestly, very, very satisfied with the height. I really didn't even think that I was going to be attempting the world record today. That actually wasn't really part of the plan. And then I made the 6'10" bar, and there was just too much energy there. I looked at my parents, and we kind of both had the same idea, even though we already discussed that we probably weren't going to jump more than that, and we were just kind of like, it's just too fun. It's just too fun, so why not? So we just kind of went after it. But yeah, I mean, can't complain. Can't complain.
Ingebrigtsen, though, starts as a very strong favourite. He goes straight to the back here, as he did in his qualifying race. His power, his speed endurance is quite remarkable. But this is a high caliber field, a field of the very, very highest order, with 2 or 3 men here who have gone under 320, under 330 rather. Ingebrigtsen is the European record holder, and it looks like Fontes is going at a reasonable lick. Now I wonder if there's a little bit of teamwork going on here from the Spanish. is nicknamed Nacho, Ignacio Fontes. There's Ingebrigtsen, second from the back at the moment, but this is a fairly crisp first 300 metres, and they go through there in almost exactly 41 seconds.
Let's see what Ingebrigtsen can do and whether others can challenge. Neil Gourley there on the outside, making a move. He's been unlucky in the past, as you were saying, but he's also consistent, determined, and he often gets himself into sensible positions. He's done that here.
Well, he has indeed. He's gone from last to first in about the space of 300 metres. Gourley on his shoulder, but now they're letting him call the merry dance. He likes to control things, and they're letting him control things, and that, I fear, is an error in these circumstances. The Italian Riva there up into about fourth place at the moment, but Ingebrigtsen moving very, very smoothly. 59.66 that lap as they come round now to less than 2 laps to go. They go through 800 metres, and the time there just not quick enough. This isn't really testing anybody. 155.9, although for a championship that's not bad. Adam Fogg is in there as well, a little bit of pushing and shoving. You see the discomfort of being in that pack. This big field isn't helping those in the middle of the pack. And Ingebrigtsen is away and out of all that trouble. But Gourley in second place is tracking him here, stride for stride. He had to rest in September, October last year, doing a lot of cycle training. He was devastated to miss the World Indoors in Glasgow. But Gourley now right behind Ingebrigtsen. And what has the Norwegian got in his locker as they come to the bell?
Incredible how the others are just waiting and watching for the move now. Ingebrigtsen, he was so cool, so calm in the heats. Riva it was tracking, was the second fastest qualifier. He has great form this year. Italian indoor title over 1500 and 3000.
Riva on the shoulder of Gourley now. Ingebrigtsen winding it up. He's so hard to go with. It's so imperceptible, his acceleration, the way he winds it up. And look at this, Gourley, we know he's in supreme form at 3:47 mile recently, and he's struggling to go with Ingebrigtsen here, who leads the merry dance still. Look at that pack behind him. The Pied Piper of Norway comes round the bend into the straight, and Gourley looks beaten, as does Habsen alongside him. Coming down the outside is one of the Italians, and he's still looking really strong there. It's Arese down the outside. Ingebrigtsen takes it there, and it's Belgium taking the silver. Brilliant running there from, I think it was from Vermeulen. What a strange old race. A championship record of 3:31.96 there. The winning time for Ingebrigtsen is confirmed as 3:31.95. He did all the hard work. The 1:55.800 time was solid enough. But Vermeulen, perhaps the most surprising silver medalist in a strong field has been in many, many years in the European Championships. And Arese, it works its magic again. Home advantage for the Italians, a surprise bronze medalist, and a real shock to me that Neil Gourley couldn't get near those medals, dying over the closing stages.
Mahambo, women's long jump final. Her best is 6 metres and 70. De Sousa's lead, 6 metres and 87.
Well, that is more like the athlete we saw in qualifying. If you remember, 7:03 to qualify yesterday in round one. The world lead currently at 7:22 to obliterate the world lead, and that is the furthest we've seen Mahambo go since 2019.
But here comes De Sousa then. She opened with 6 metres and 87, backed it up with a 6:86.
Currently good enough for the bronze. And this looks good too. The jumping we're seeing this evening is so very strong. 6:87, 6:86. And what we're seeing on our screens here, 6:91. De Sousa still doesn't look particularly happy with that. To me, she looks good. Striding down the runway, good speed, really great extension at the finish. Knee heavily strapped. Perhaps that's something to do with what we're seeing on her face path. But she still doesn't look happy.
Wonderful extension.
Isn't it beautiful?
Asani then, the German goes.
21-year-old German with a long stride, and again, another big jump. She likes it. Sitting slightly precariously in 7th place, but should be comfortable now after that. Asani, a strong junior, really coming into her own now, age 21. 6.91. She matches the jump of De Sousa, goes in just behind her due to countback. But that is an equal personal best and an equal European under-23 lead for Michaela Asani. This moment for Larissa Iapicino. The medals haven't changed since round 3. Larissa has one opportunity here, one chance left to push herself up into a medal position. She's good on the board. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. That to me looks a jump in the 690s. Remember, 691, both silver and bronze at the moment. Just 1 centimetre separating second down to 4th place. Iapicino with her final jump, a solid effort. The crowd goes wild at 694. She takes herself up into the silver medal position. The crowd loves it, she loves it, but can she stay there?
There's confirmation then. Gold for Germany in the women's long jump. Thank you to Jazz Sawyers alongside us for the jump events here in Rome, and a speedy recovery from the Achilles operation. We'll miss you in Paris, but hope to see you back soon.
Thank you, Kath.
Well, it gives me a very good feeling, and yeah, I know that my career will still last some years, so I'm still looking forward to it. I'm still highly motivated. I enjoy it even more now that I know that I have reached such a good career so far and not even ending it right now. So yeah, I'm really happy. I feel light, I feel easy, I take it easy, and that's, I think, what makes me an even better competitor.
Spain in 1, Italy in 2, Belgium 3, Germany 4, Ireland 5, France 6, Poland in 7, the silver medalists from 2 years ago, Netherlands in 8, the champions from 2 years back. Notable absentees, Great Britain, who were bronze medalists in Munich 2 years back. Bol going for a second gold after the 400 gold a couple of nights ago, the world's fastest time. Well, away they go. Clavers is the ideal athlete there, left a picture to have on the first leg. She commits. She's a very, very strong runner at the best of times, but with a relay back in her hand, she's one of those who just raises her game a little bit. Watch her. Certainly gone off very quickly as Ireland, Sophie Becker. And Becker running a great leg and already up on the first leg run-up of France. Sunkamba Silla. But of course the stagger won't unwind until after the second leg runner has run their first 100 metres. If they go into the back straight, they will pass little red markers, and then they will be able to break from lane. So the stagger here is deceptive, and the Dutch will need to stay out in lane 8 for the whole of this third bend. But they lead, I think, by not a huge margin. Good run from Clavers. The Irish and the Poles going well behind.
Yes. Klaver handing over to Kathleen Peters, the 400 metres hurdle silver medalist, and the new face in this Dutch squad after the winning quartet in 2022. And it's Peters at the front at the moment. Elina Popovic-Drapala trying to close her down, but Adeleke making up a lot of ground. Adeleke's had such a good championships, and that silver in an Irish record just a couple of nights ago in the women's 400 metres. Now Adeleke closing, and she's got to give a lead over to Ireland's third leg runner, Phil Healy, because Phil Healy is possibly the weak link on the Irish team.
Rashida Adeleke then takes them into the lead, the Irish. They are going to run their hearts out. They've already had a fabulous championships. Phil Healy in the lead for them, and she is passing over to Charlene Maudsley. Don't forget, building up a slight lead here, 2 or 3 metres between Ireland and the Dutch, and they know full well, the Irish, that they need to hand over with 10, 15 metres or more if they're to hold Bol back on the final leg. Great running though from the Dutch athlete here, Lisanne de Witte. Ran leg 3 2 years ago in 51.2. Adeleke there, about 49.3 her split. Brilliant running. And the Irish have got to push on here. Phil Healy has got to try and get away from the Dutch athlete, but she's not doing that. The Italians having a great run, coming through in 4th place. Who'd bet against them getting a medal? It's the Belgians in 3rd at the moment, at the final changeover. And now Bol, 2:31 at the changeover. Bol in the lead. Well, the chances of her getting caught here are absolutely minute. Maudsley, we know she's in fabulous form. All she wants to do is get as close as she can to Bol and maybe keep the Belgians at bay as the battles go on behind for those minor medals. Poland, France, Italy chasing down Belgium and closing down on the last leg athlete from Belgium, Helena Bonnet. As Bol here looks supremely relaxed, doesn't she? And Maudsley will try desperately to get past the Dutch athlete here, who's slowed dramatically to allow 5 other teams to close up to her. Are they going to get past her? Looks to me like she's going to do just enough. Maudsley trying desperately to come back at her, pulling away from the rest. The Belgians in third, but it is gold and a retention of gold for the Dutch once again. 3:22.39. Well, it's a second and a half slower than 2 years ago. But I'll tell you what, that second and a half coming on the leg of Bol, because she cruised the first 300 metres and really was toying with the opposition, doing as little as possible, maybe under instruction to take that very, very steadily. But Ireland, a national record, 3:22.71. That's almost 4 seconds quicker. 4 seconds quicker than 2 years ago in Munich. And a season's best for Belgium, 3:22.95. Only marginally slower than their 4th place a couple of years ago. And they take brilliant bronze.
We had such a good team in the qualifying round, and that's why we could really push today, because we have almost, well, not a fresh team, but a new team. They didn't have to run yesterday twice, otherwise it would have been bad. But yeah, I'm really happy we did that yesterday, and now today we could win a medal.
Belgium, Poland, Germany, France, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Netherlands, Switzerland and Spain. The final of the women's 4x100 metre relay. So Dina Asher-Smith, the 100 metre champion, going nicely for Great Britain and Northern Ireland in lane number 6. Asher-Smith is flying past the Dutch athlete. Down the back straight, Great Britain and Northern Ireland lead. Desiree Henry, Poland had a dodgy changeover in lane number 3 on that occasion. Henry to Hunt, Amy Hunt, the British athlete moving nicely, as is Switzerland in lane number 8 with Ponte on the 3rd leg. The final changeover, Daryll Neita, the 200 metre silver medalist, battling with the French athlete inside her. But it's going to be gold for Great Britain, Northern Ireland, silver for France, and a photo finish for the bronze medal. 41.91 seconds, just shy of the championship record. It's another European lead for the British team. France confirmed in silver, and the Netherlands winning the bronze in 42.46 seconds, 2/100ths of a second ahead of Switzerland. But the British team have now won it 4 times, in 1950, 2014, 2018 and 2024.
I feel like I can't even put it into words. This is like, as weird as it sounds, like moments that I've imagined in my room when I've like gone to bed after a long day doing rehab, multiple surgeries, all these different things, and it's like, oh my gosh, like it really has happened. We're European champions. This is amazing. My body's feeling good. I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm just amazed right now. And thank you for all of the support, because I've seen the messages, the videos, and it's just made me feel so welcomed. I'm in a great space right now.
Portugal, Spain, Germany, France, Italy, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Belgium and Hungary. Well, as ever, different decisions for team managers and athletes to consult on who to put on what legs. And Italy stick with Luca Cito on this opening run, who won the silver medal in that mixed 4x4. Ireland, of course, taking gold, not making it through to this final. And they also have Vladimir Assetti, Eduardo Scotti, Alessandro Sabilio. It's a great quartet. They have to match these Belgians, of course. Jonathan Secor, very experienced. Dylan Borlée as well, the only surviving Borlée brother here. No Jonathan, no Kevin, but Catherine Merry. Belgium, Italy, we know will be strong.
Yeah, Jonathan Secor has run an absolute blinder for Belgium on the first leg. You talk about team selection, Alex. This is what you try and do. You put a fast runner on the first leg to get a lead. And Van der Brenden now is having his lead cut back by the Italians, isn't he? There's a real moving and a shaking going round as they pass the female long jump final. And the noise is getting louder as Belgium still hang on to the lead.
Well, Belgium, look at this. 4 or 5 athletes on the shoulder. Assetti comes through for Italy. Listen to the roar of the crowd. Germany trying to hang on. France, Ohiotse for Great Britain, another improver this year. 45.98 at best. He strains, grits his teeth to hand over to Lewis Davey. Italy now leading. Belgium, Germany, Great Britain, Northern Ireland and France. This is wide open. Hungary just towards the back. There really isn't that much separating the whole field. Kunter, though, finds some space for France, moves past Lewis Davey of Great Britain. But Dylan Borlée here, trying to use his experience to come down this home straight and overtake Melli. Borlée, 13 international medals, including in the relays. Lewis Davey finishing fast. One of the incredible training group of Keely Hodgkinson and of Georgia Bell. But Alexander Doom, the individual champion, shocked many with his time, 45.15. He's going to be chased here by Eduardo Scotti, who in turn has a battle with Alex Haydock-Wilson of Great Britain. Another with experience of winning gold 2 years ago. Germany and France, they want medals too, trying to unleash a fast finish. And surely Doom has done it. Scotty still closing, still fighting. Germany with a brilliant last leg from Agyekum will try and get silver. But gold for Belgium. Alexander Doom is unstoppable. Unbeatable. And so quick once again. Italy with another silver, just as they did in the mixed race. And that German final leg was simply brilliant. And Belgium as well, Kath Merry. They had to run sub 3 minutes. They had to fight tooth and nail with the host nation.
It's a bit different for us because usually on paper we're not the fastest and we have to chase. So for us to be able to lead practically the whole race, it's a different feeling, especially with Italy behind us with their home crowd advantage. But yeah, I had so much confidence in these guys, especially running with a new fresh European champion, knowing that he's gonna finish strong. I mean, yeah, I had full confidence. I knew we had it from the back from the beginning.
The final of the women's 800 metres. Keely Hodgkinson moving nicely into potentially a leading position as they go down the back straight for the first time. And happy, Tim, to slot herself into the lead in this final and make herself a target as they hit the 200-metre point.
Absolutely, Kath. She's head and shoulders above the rest of this field under normal circumstances. This is not normal. This is championship racing. No pacemakers here. But she looked fabulous in her qualifying heat a couple of days ago, and she looks comfortable enough here. Bill Gosh, though, always a danger. The Poles are always very, very astute racers. 1:59.07, a personal best in her semi-final.
So they're strung out in this women's 800-metre final, coming up to the halfway point. Hodgkinson leading the way. Wilgosz of Poland on the shoulder of the British athlete, 58.51 at the 400-metre point.
Yeah, that's nice and steady for Keely Hodgkinson. She should be able to push on from this, indeed, almost run negative splits under normal circumstances. Hodgkinson, we know she's in great shape. Recently ran a personal best for 400 metres. She has the speed, she has everything in her armoury to defeat this field.
But they're queuing up behind Hodgkinson. France and Poland on the shoulder of the British athlete. There's still about 6 athletes in this with 200 metres to go. But Keely Hodgkinson is trying to stretch away from the field, trying to stretch away from Bourgoin of France on the inside line. The flowing blonde hair of Keely Hodgkinson. She looks up at the scoreboard right in front of her here on the screen. And now she eases away. Hodgkinson pushing for another British gold, pushing to defend her title. But she's going to have to run through the line here. And she does. Woo! 1:58.66. She looks up to the sky. Gajanova on the inside line, Tim. Wow. The Slovakian athlete was pushing and closing on Keely Hodgkinson, but 1:58.65. Back-to-back titles for Keely Hodgkinson, a 158.79 for Gabriela Gajanova of Slovakia picking up the silver, and Bourgoin of France the bronze. As you say, Alex, in terms of conditions, which is always something that the athletes look out for, especially the vaulters and the throwers as well, as Weber goes with a familiar German vest.
Absolutely, and though it is very hard to pick a favourite in this event, I guess you'd have to back the defending champion. And look at that from Julian Weber. He means business. A man who perennially finished fourth in the past and was absolutely desperate to win on home soil 2 years ago. And he channeled that kind of Tamberi vibe that we've seen for the Italian in Rome, who won the high jump last night, soaked up all the energy and gave it his best in the field. So Julian Weber, 85.94 for the German in the very first round of 6. Oliver Helander, one of the big contenders here, really there, attacks the runway. We were waiting for someone to do that. Finland have been waiting for someone to do that. Being coached now by Tero Pitkämäki, and I've been told that that's been one of the reasons for his improvement. We saw him throwing injured, really. He wasn't fully fit at the Olympic Games. And it was hard to watch, really, because Helander wanted to make the most of the Olympic opportunity once he was all the way out in Tokyo. But it was tough for him. A little bit easier here, thanks to that 85.75 throw. And he's up from 11th into 2nd. Yeah, we were looking to see what the margin of victory might be, but in the end it was much, much closer than we thought. What about this javelin final then? Julian Weber having this decent gap, but suddenly Jakub Vadlec in the final round, the man that always pulls it out the bag, always finds a way on the international stage, but so often finishes in 2nd place. The 33-year-old would be such a popular winner of this title. He goes into the lead. 88.65. Oh, wow. Jakub Vadlec, what have you done? And Julian Weber of Germany, I was saying how he would have been sitting back relaxed, but he would have known that this could have happened at any point.
They're inside the last 800 now. Just over a lap and a half to run. Diva from Almgren, from Gondouin. And then it's Ndickamwinayo of Spain, the former Burundian, tucked in there. Just striding along. Hasn't shown his colours at all yet. Jimmy Gressier up to 5th place in those glasses. That's the highest he's been through the whole race. Also up there, Lobalu as well, in the colours of Switzerland. But Gressier looking menacing there. And Diva, a little glance over his shoulders. He wants to time this one right, because this has come down to virtually a middle distance race.
Yes, and there's now only 7 in that leading group, and it's gone from being about 3 times that, only a couple of laps to go. And well, that Diva shows you the acceleration. Diva
has wound it up wonderfully into the final lap now. That penultimate lap, 59.9. Almgren, Shrub, and Ndickamwinayo. Lobalu is there. Gressier is there. Who's going to take this now? Diva left wanting for speed as they pour past him. He's done so much of the work. But Almgren, I'll tell you what, the Swede is going to be tough to catch here. Former world junior medalist at 800 metres. He's a 1:45 man. He's many seconds quicker over 800 than anybody else in this field. It's race. It's Shrub moving up well down the outside there. And coming around the outside now is Lobalu. Lobalu, has he got the legs? Has Almgren got it? And Ndickamwinayo trying to come through. Gressier hasn't got the speed. It looks like it's going to be a gold here for Lobalu of Switzerland. He's pushing on hard, and he's going to beat Shrub here for the gold. Shrub takes the silver. And Ndickamwinayo takes the bronze for Spain. The last 800 metres, 155.7 I got it, but all the hard running, frankly, coming over that final 400 metres. The rest of them pour across the line, and as with the 10,000 metres, not many men can come out of that race with a great deal of credit. At least Pat Devers of Britain gave it a go and tried to wind it up in the latter stages. The winning time just outside 28 minutes.